Well, hello everybody. I've just got back from doing a little bit of a cleaning run around at the washing up sinks. Now, usually washing up sinks are kept pretty clean because people come and they do the washing up and have a bit of a wipe round after them, and they take all the washing up back to their caravan. Brilliant. So it all stays nice and clean, and you give it a bit of a wipe round, a bit of a disinfect, you know, make sure it's all nice. However, the caravan site we're on, we have 6 washing up sinks, washing up and food prep. So we have they're like commercial kitchen sinks and draining boards. So there's a draining board and a sink, then a sink and a draining board, all made of stainless steel, nicely on stands, and they're sort of covered, but they're out in the open. And there's 3 of those, separated by a sort of patio table. It's got a hole in the middle for one of those umbrellas. Anyway, I think it's quite a nice area. It works quite well, but it's built. They put these about no more than, well, 10 feet, 3 yards away from a sand pit where children play. Now, I think children are naturally drawn to water and sand. They want them to mix. So what do? They go to the washing up sinks that are heavily labelled, do not put sand down the sinks, you're on CCTV. Children, you know, 3, 4, 5, 6, right up to 10 years old play here, and they don't read those signs, they don't care about the signs. So they take their buckets and they fill them up with water and take them back to the sandpit. And there's this continuous round of children with sandy buckets and watery buckets going backwards and forwards. Now, clearly stated on our signage is don't put sand down the sinks. And there's a good reason for that. Don't put sand down the sinks because it blocks up the sinks. The sand never goes away. The water tends not to drain, but it just sits in the sand. So sand blocks the sink quite well. It does eventually wash away, but it just sits there. And there's all this sand covering all over the sinks and the draining boards. And that would be okay, because I think, you know, sand in a bit of water can help with cleaning plates. Now, I don't mind that that's how they are. We like to see them clean and neat and tidy, and we do that. But other people, our guests on the campsite, do mind that there's sand all over the place where they are supposed to be washing up, cleaning their food plates and stuff like that. They don't like it. Now, I understand that they don't like it, and I sort of agree, but do you know what? I find it really hard to criticise the children for wanting to mix sand and water. After all, we do it all over the country. Every beach you've ever seen mixes sand with water. Now, of course, it's a natural thing to do. So children want to do it. They see it at the beach, and it just ends up making the sand pit a bit more like the seaside. Everyone loves the seaside, so it makes it a bit more like the seaside. But they don't really think about all the sand going from the sand pit to the sinks. It's a crazy situation, and I hope that we can convince the owners of the site to actually change the sand into that nice sort of rubber matting, because it's not just a sand pit. Above the sand, I mean, the sand is there not necessarily to play with, but to soften the blow of anybody falling off of the rope ladder or the swing or the slide or the climbing frame. So, you know, it's sort of falling from a height onto sand is better than falling from a height onto concrete. Not quite as good as falling from a height onto that nice springy rubber matting that they put over playgrounds these days. You can still get injured with sand, because just earlier today I had to ask a child to stop throwing sand at other children's faces. That is another thing that happens, of course. You know, sand is lovely to throw. It sort of disperses in the air. It's lovely. You see it going towards another child. Ooh, not so nice for the other child, getting blinded by sand. I shouldn't laugh, it's not funny, but I'm in manic mood tonight. It's been one of those days. I have been running up and down the site most of the day. It's been mental. It really has. You know, helping somebody who hadn't tied their awning down. It's one of those roll out awnings, those sun canopy awnings. It hadn't tied down. He'd gone up shopping and the wind had caught it and flipped it out from the caravan. He'd taken it and flipped it over the top. It was like a caravan cover in the end, but unfortunately it did break one of the leg connections on the thing. So that was a bit, but I was able to give him a bit of advice, and he very promptly went online and ordered a new one for just £12 on eBay. So that was very good. I was happy about that. I was able to give him that advice and help him to unravel it from the top of his caravan. Other people have been, you know, pulling me this way and that. Oh, how does this work? Can you unlock that gate? Can you do this? Can you do that? Plus, doing the toilets and coping with other people wanting gas refills and not really knowing what type of gas refill they've got. We even had a brand new caravaner come in. They didn't bring their caravan in, but they got a brand new, well, they're brand new to caravanning, and they had a small bottle of propane, Caligas propane, in their caravan, and they just pulled the pipe off the end and brought the bottle in, complete with gas regulator. So we had to find a spanner to undo that, give that back to him, give him a refill, and send him on his way happy, with a bit more advice and some recommendation that he should come back with his caravan and pay to stay here and get all our help like that. So they were very happy, and we'll probably see them again quite soon. They're not far away. They're in Liverpool, so they'll be coming. Anyway, Wendy's been cooking dinner while I've been rambling on and cleaning sand out of the sinks. I've still got a 10 o'clock walk round to do, just to make sure no one's having too much fun. We like to stop everybody's fun at 10 PM. I still have to lock one of the rooms up because somebody's in there charging their phone up. Just a one night stay, and they're charging their phone up there. They're down in the tent, and they've asked for a bit of leeway. I usually lock that room up at 8. It's our sort of games room. Got a TV and a pool table and stuff like that. But I said I'm coming out again at 10 o'clock, and so I am, and I'll lock it up then. Her phone will be charged up by that time, I guess. But that's it for today. It sounds like I've had a really manic day. Wendy's been pretty much the same.
I have, because I've cleaned the toilets 5 times today.
Hang on. Here she is.
Yes.
Through the window.
Yes. I have cleaned the toilets 5 times today, and it's like you could clean them all day long, because there's a continual round of people coming in and out, and I feel very, very tired tonight. Not only serving in the shop, answering the phone, booking people in, checking people out. I sometimes feel that I'm glad the day's ended.
So
yeah.
it's goodbye from me, and it's goodbye from Wendy.
Yeah.
Say goodbye, Wendy.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
See you again tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, one other thing I just wanted to mention before we go. If you're watching this and you haven't yet subscribed, you might want to consider subscribing so that you can find out when we put our next video up, and keep following us on our caravanning adventures. Me and Wendy would love you to subscribe, so please do click the subscribe button and click the little ding dong bell next to it, because that'll send you reminders for when we put a new video up. Oh, if you like this video, click the thumbs up as well, and we love comments. I answer every comment, even if you're just saying hello. Please do put a comment down below, and I'll answer you. If you got any questions, ask them. I don't answer every question, but I will answer you. It may not be the answer you want. Anyway, click subscribe and the thumbs up, and we'll see you again soon. Bye bye.